SystemsDatesBook.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can break the rules on dates. This is how you can be having sex well before the third date, getting around the 3-date rule, and how you can be making out with girls on the first date, and how you can really move things forward and get around the rules that girls have when it comes to dating. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a vibe for physical escalation to occur. We're going to make it okay for you to touch her to touch you, and lead that into the bedroom. Second, we're going to lead through this date with playful dominance. You're going to be the guy in charge, but you're not going to be domineering about it. And third thing we're going to do is display your willingness to walk away when you need to walk away, which is a problem for a lot of guys, so we're going to dig into it. First things first, create a vibe for physical escalation to occur. What I always tell my coaching clients is don't look for green lights, look for an absence of red lights. Okay, she's not going to give you some clear-cut signal that it's time to kiss her. What she is going to do is maybe nudge up close to you and kind of hold eye contact and linger for a while and lean in really close. And that's a sure sign of that it's time to kiss her. But she's not going to say, kiss me. You guys got to go for this kind of stuff. And you know what? If even in that situation she turns away, she knows, oh, okay, this guy's going to kiss me, and she'll be ready for the next one. Now, being playful with this is key. You want to have fun. You want to start out early off. Maybe she makes a joke or says something funny and you give her a playful little shove. Maybe you give her a high five really early on if she says something you like, just to get the physical vibe going. You're not going to make bold moves and just grab her and make out with her with not having led up to it. You got to move in a nice progression. And with that, if you're thinking about, let's say, kissing her, holding her hand, or perhaps moving her back towards your place, she probably is too. She's definitely picking up on your signals and you on hers. And even though she may not give you anything overt, again, don't look for green lights. It's probably on her mind. So, follow your gut and move with it. Alright, that leads us into leading with playful dominance. What you want to do is spike a girl's emotions anytime you want to get her to comply, essentially, with something. So if you want to move to a different venue, it's a good thing to get her excited, make a joke. Even if you're walking out the door, maybe spin her around or something like that. Get her laughing, and that's the time that you're going to want to get her doing stuff. When she's in the best mood, that would be a good time to, say, move her home or go for a kiss. It's not when it's kind of in one of those lull moments throughout the dates that you're going to try to do something. Secondly, you're going to want to change locations throughout the date. I say hit up at least 3 different places, and in the book I give a whole chapter of reasons why and how and where and different types of vibes that you should be doing this. And the reason for is that if you start leading her through a date, probably the biggest reason is that she's more likely to follow you. And she goes from one place to another, it makes it that much easier to take her back home to your place. And lastly with this, if you want to break the rules and get her home on the first date, be making out with her really early, do first, look for permission second. If you keep looking for her to decide if what you're doing is okay, she's obviously going to take the safe route. She's a girl. She has to do that. She can't just say, yeah, let's go home and sleep together. What you're going to do is make a nice, convenient excuse that subcommunicates, hey, let's go back to my place. We'll see what happens. You're not going to say that overtly, and you're going to lead her to it. And when you get there, you're going to handle objections in a proper way, and I go over all that kind of stuff in the book too. You're not going to ask her, hey, do you want to come up to my place to have sex? It doesn't work that way. You got to lead first, and if she doesn't want to do something, she won't do something that she doesn't want to do. So do it first, look for permission second. All right, displaying your willingness to walk away. This is on the other end of the spectrum. I see too many guys giving up their power where they think they have to woo the woman over constantly and win her throughout the date. And if the girl, sometimes girls will put on a bad attitude or make you work extra hard for them because they know they can manipulate you, and they want, essentially what they're doing is testing out for your strength as a man. And if you're not showing a willingness to draw the line, or at least have a backbone. It's not about putting anyone in their place. It's just about having self-worth, because when we respond to that, it shows that you're a guy that takes care of the stuff close to him. She'll respond a lot better. So know what you want on a date and look for it. Okay, you're gonna, even I tell guys, have, say, 3 things lined up that you want to know about the woman before you go out on a date, so you can look for those qualities. Is she caring? Is she educated? Is she driven? Is she just on a base level just fun? Some girls are not even great conversationalists on dates, so you want to look for girls that are. If you know what you want, she'll respond to that a lot better. And if she isn't responding to the things you want, maybe then it's time to show that willingness to walk away and you start seeing another side of her. And last thing, you don't need to do what you don't want to do. Okay, if you ever put in a situation where you're on a date and it's not going where you want, you can bail. There's more girls out there, and at the same time, if you want to have success, if you show that willingness to walk away, you subcommunicate it, she's more likely to respond and be in a more positive mood. It's amazing how people's minds change when you start taking the lead and then they start following you. So that's my tips for today on how to break the dating rules. For you guys, check out the website, www.lovesystemsdatesbook.com. I'm Nick Haas, author of Date the Home Study Course. We'll see you next time.